Welcome, Coach Kevin here, Point Knights FC. I know I'm late for my past week, so I'm just going to show you guys a full training week program on attacking transition, more specifically attacking transition from defending third or defending half midfield third. So 3 sessions from Monday, Tuesday to Thursday. On Monday, we're going to do a technical finishing, counterattacking foundation. On Tuesday, we go a little bit more into your combination play and the sub principles to join the attack and transition to the attack. And on Thursday, we have a 3-team rotation, small-sided games with high pressing and quick transitions. I'm going to go into it pretty quickly right here. So this is session number 1 for the week, overall for the season, session number 82. So on Monday, as you see, unopposed is just basically combination play pattern, where we have 5 different combination plays between midfielders, the forwards, including the wingers. We can actually finish it. So here we go. I posted on my Instagram as well. So where is it? Here we go. So I'll just go over it briefly. So the first one is a midfielder to the forward, lay it off for the winger finishes. The second pattern here is going to be the midfielder to the winger, bounces back to the midfielder, you pass the ball forward to the forward, and the forward will finish. So two different players finishing. This is a little give and go, midfielder forward to the winger, and this is a little bit more advanced for the last one where we include a cross as well with the winger. But those are 5 different patterns that you can easily implement in your session. Typically, you looking for a lot of repetitions, so you can do 10 to 20 repetitions on each side, so every player gets exposed to that. The sub principles that you're trying to coach, like speed, accuracy. Obviously, you're looking for your clinical finishing there because you don't get a lot of opportunities during your game. Communication awareness. So you basically want to expose them to a certain game situation so they can actually, hopefully, you'll see them implemented in a game for that. So that's Monday unopposed. Obviously, after this, you do your warm up on a Monday. It's a recovery session, so you do your warm up, dynamic stretching, juggling. You go into this one, and then you just play a game, 3v3s, 4v4s, whatever you feel like doing, or whatever your numbers are at practice, and that would be a session on a Monday. Basically, just a recovery session, but just trying to have fun along with it. On Tuesday, we have a half field space, so obviously you're looking at expanded numbers. So now you're gonna actually mimic the game situation, which is in my opinion, the most important session of the week because it's a tactical game situation. With 2 zones, we play possession game here on the halfway line. Obviously, defenders on the halfway line, and when the defenders win the ball, they actually look up. So the whole team is involved. Let me just look at the animation here that I posted. It's this one. So your back 4 plus your 2 6s are trying to win the ball. Once they win the ball back, that's the moment of transition. You pass the ball forward, and then hopefully you will see one of those combination plays that you did on Monday night session. So I added 2 or 3 here, where it's a little combination play that's with the give and go and the cross. And here's another one, the third one, maybe on the other side, where it's basically just a connection between the attacking mid and the forward. So I'm just gonna let it play one more time. It's a nice animation. It's 2 zones. People like to have to do 2 zones. It's a UEFA A, UEFA Pro session. So forward to the winger, to the opposing winger. So a lot of combination here in relationships. Midfielder forward, winger, forward again, cross for the opposing winger. We win the ball back, forward to the cam, penetrating run, and a finish. So that's on Tuesday with a half field space. On Thursday, typically I have a quarter field, so I do a 3-team rotation. I put down 5v5 plus 5. You can also do 4v4 plus 4, which is kind of what I did here. It's a lot of repetitions. It's high intensity, high pressure. I added a line halfway to mimic the attacking transition moment and one of the sub principles that we're trying to coach, meaning join the attack with speed on a high defensive line. So what we're looking for here is the goal only stands if your entire team is over halfway line. You can add an extra layer where if the defending team still has a player in their attacking half, then the goal counts double and the game is over. So you kind of mix and match the attacking transition with the defending transition, but obviously you want to focus a little bit more on the attacking transition. So quick decision, obviously, because it's a small field space. Recognize those different counterattacks. Can you go 1v1 individually, or are you looking for that combination play? And obviously, a lot of competition. Since it's a small-sided game, so you're looking for that high intensity. Kind of looks like this, a little animation. You win the ball back again to the forward, then the winger penetrating run. Make sure all the players are in the attacking half. You win the ball back. It's a 2v1. We play a combination play because you're outnumbering the opponent. So those are your key coaching points that you want to focus on. The decision making in transition. Can you exploit those overloads efficiently? Yes, no. Um, do you recognize when, as we see your first action forward, can you continue to play forward? Are you looking for a combination play, etc.? So that's on Thursday, and that's basically the full week from Monday, technical, the how. Tuesday, combination play and a half field space, so you game tactical situation. On Thursday, high intensity, a lot of repetitions with the three-team rotation, and I'll include the link here on the bottom. And then main principles, obviously you want to play forward quickly. Your first action forward, you try to continue to play forward, join the attack with speed. I added an extra layer, but if kids are joining the attack with speed, you don't really have to coach this next one. But the next one is push up your defensive line. So if your team is actually joining the attack with speed, including your back four and your two sixes, you don't really have to coach the high defensive line. But sometimes it's easier as a coach to coach the high defensive line first and then implement joining the attack with speed sub principle. Because kids love to yell push up, including the goalkeeper. So that's an easier way to coach this attacking transition. Player actions, obviously scanning. Can you make that good decision? 1v1s or exploit the overload 2v1 if your kids are actually joining the attack with speed. So decision making under pressure, recognizing when to pass, dribble, or drive forward. Quick supporting runs with the emphasis on quick. So you join the attack with speed, you react immediately, and you're breaking the lines with speed. I added that one. Sub principles, the high defensive line, I didn't mention that, but again, if they join the attack with speed quickly, you don't have to coach that. So this is just a table form that I have. Physical periodization is something that coaches ask me as well. Once you go into the A and the pro license, you really have to pay attention to this because then they start wearing the bras and the trackers. DC and B licenses, they touch base on the physical periodization, but not as much importance is put into that. So for here, once you get to your A and your pro license, this is a little table form. It's nice, quick overview. So depending on how many kids are on the field, you know how many sets, how many repetitions you recover, you work. So let's just go by the Thursday. We did 5v5 plus 5. So work duration 4 minutes, recovery 2 minutes. That's 6 minutes. You do that times 4 is 24 minutes total. 4 minutes of rest is 28, and you do 2 sets of those. So that's basically your 55 to 65-minute session, not including your warm-up and your cooling down. So that's basically your Thursday night session. If you want to go into the Tuesday, remember we had expanded numbers on Tuesday with um, goalkeeper plus your full team basically on the field. So that's where you're looking at 10v11. So you're looking at your 14-ish minutes of work, your 2 minutes intervals, recovery, so that's 16. You do that times once or twice or 3 times, so that's your 32 to 48 minutes times 2, so that's your 90 to 100-minute session right there. And it's all about game tactical, game situation. To get exposed to that exact same situation, ooh, probably 20, 30 to 40 times, depending on how the field setup is and how elite your players are. So definitely Tuesday, to me, a very, very important session. If you have any questions, my name is Coach Kevin at the Scouting Corner on Instagram. As you can tell, I have about 25,000 followers, so make sure you're one of them. Um, I'm an A licensed coach. I have kids in youth national teams, both in the US as well as in Europe. I did some work in a professional environment as a video analyst and opponent analysis. I'm a CTL club technical lead, director of coaching license for the Boynton Knights. We have an MLS next bracket. I coach two teams there, U13s, U15s. But feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or maybe a topic that you struggle with, and I can do a session for you. But my name is Coach Kevin. Reach out to me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and clicking the links. So I thank you for watching, and I'll be back shortly. Thank you.